And we're back. Mike Cernovich, DangerPlay.com. Gorilla mindset. The sour mindset. I think she's asleep. She likes to hike. This is how she takes a nap now. So I do about 3 to 5 miles of moderate trail walking, and then Syra, she takes her nap. The dog gets walked. It's just everybody wins. Everybody wins in Cerno land. The dog wins. The daughter wins. Cernovich wins. The listeners win. The viewers win. Everybody wins. All right, let's just do a little backtracking. Not backtracking, a little reviewing. Remember when Mueller was appointed special counsel, and all these experts said, "Oh, this is great." Now that Sessions recused himself and Mueller is hired, this is a great thing, because now the specter of this Russian investigation is... I can't even repeat what the experts were saying about Mueller's appointment. I can't keep a straight face when repeating such absurdities and such nonsense. Okay, this movie has been seen before. The movie has been seen before. There was a lawsuit called Morrison versus Olson, which involved the constitutionality of the independent counsel statute. I know this because I'm one of America's leading constitutional law scholars, and I was a research assistant for Doug Kamek, who was the Assistant Attorney General Office of Legal Counsel during the Reagan era. So I know all this stuff. I know what happened with the independent counsel. They bankrupt staffers. Mike Penn now had to lawyer up, not because he did anything wrong, but because you never talk to an investigator without a lawyer. Mike Penn is not a rich man. So Mike Penn is going to have to mortgage his house to hire a lawyer for an investigation that shouldn't be happening. Right? That's just the reality. General Flynn was fired or resigned or whatever, however people want to spin it. I know what really happened. And Trump said that he needed Flynn to go away so that this bad coverage would go away. Well, are we still talking about General Flynn in the media? Last I checked, Flynn was resigned or fired. Last I checked, Flynn was out, I don't know, February, March? I don't know, a while ago. We're still talking about him. So firing Flynn, all that did was shut. And I said, don't fire Flynn. I said that'll be a major tactical. Well, okay, they fired him. Media's not going to let up on it. Hire Mueller, big mistake. Media's not going to let up on it. And now you're going to ruin the lives of all your staffers. And, oh, the health care bill. Are you kidding me? Cernovich would not put his name anywhere near that colossal failure of a health care bill. Millions of people are going to lose their health care. They will lose it under Obamacare anyway, but let them lose it under Obamacare. That's where people are dumb. If something bad is going to happen, and it's going to happen under your name, I'll wait for it to happen under your name, and then I'll come in and fix it. I'm not going to say, oh, something bad is going to happen under your name. Well, I'm going to come in and kind of maybe tweak it, and then the bad things are still going to happen, and now it's my name. Right? This bad branding. It's definitely, there's a reason it's not called Trump Care, but it doesn't matter. So Trump, it's called Ryan Care. It's not called Trump Care because it's a disaster. That doesn't matter. That's not going to save him. So in the midterms, Republicans are going to get trounced. This Georgia race people are watching is way closer than it should be. Yeah, so Republicans are going to get trounced in the primaries by us. We're going to primary them. But the Republican brand might be so damaged, we're going to have to rebrand the GOP for the midterms. It's just a colossal disaster. Everybody's afraid of bad media coverage. Nobody knows how to push the narrative. How come Alex Jones can control the news cycle? Tell me that. Because whenever I do these periscopes, I'm not reading the comments because I'm holding my daughter here. But whenever I do a periscope, people go, oh, why do you think you so much? Why do you know so much? Why don't you control the news cycle like I've done? I control the 60 Minutes news cycle. You go on 60 Minutes and win on edited TV like I did, 16 million viewers. You go do that, and then you can tell me your opinion on whether I know what I'm talking about or not, right? Go ahead and do that. So Alex Jones has controlled the news cycle for a week. Why can't Trump's media team do this? Why are they playing defense? Why can Alex Jones, Mike Cernovich control the news cycle and Trump's people can't? And he's got a 50-person media team, right? Think about that. Alex Jones running the media right now. running them, just running game, okay? Mike Cernovich with 60 Minutes, ran game. People still talk about that in media. They actually, how it was a case study for what Alex Jones to do. So why then can't Trump's media team do that? Why are they so pathetic? Who's advising Trump? Why are they so weak? Why are they afraid to hit pieces? Hit pieces don't matter anymore, only in your mind. Go to my Social Blade. Go to socialblade.com and look up my Twitter stats. I'm gaining 1,000 Twitter followers a day. I picked up 1,700 yesterday. Already 1,000 a day. All right? My Facebook did 10 million views this week, including 5 million video views, okay? And I've just started it. So why doesn't Trump have a Facebook page like mine? Why isn't he cutting videos? Why aren't super PACs doing it? Why is the best content, why is the only content that moves the needle coming from like 5 people on Twitter? Right? Molyneux, Paul, if I were the Democrats, I would assassinate us all. I mean, if you want the last line, the tip of the spear, the only people actually having any impact, and I were Democrats, I would say, okay, we got to get rid of Cernovich, Molyneux, Jones, Watson. Just, hack their cars, hack the software in their car and, call it a malfunction or whatever. What would happen if the 4 of us were gone? Seriously. It's not a rhetorical question. What would happen? What happens? You wake up in the morning and we're gone. We're just disappeared. Who's pushing the news? Who's driving the news cycles? Who's pushing the agenda? I mean, even if you lost one of us, what would happen if tomorrow I just said, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to go back to mindset. Right? I could do that any day. And when I watch people be incompetent, I only continue to do this job as a great service to my country because I loathe incompetence and I don't play with losers. Right? Number 1 rule of life, never play with losers. And so what if I just woke up in the morning and said, I'm not going to do journalism anymore. I'm not going to do social media. I'm just going to do all guerrilla mindset stuff. I'll go back to guerrilla mindset. My life was great with guerrilla mindset. I made more money, less people trying to kill me, fewer people trying to kill me rather. So, Shauna wants me to go back to guerrilla mindset. Shauna hates me doing this journalism stuff. Just puts my life in danger. And I don't need the fame. I already got fame. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And that isn't for me to brag. That's just to show you how incompetent the GOP is, right? So I'm not saying like, oh, look at me, I'm so important, blah, blah, blah. It's not the point of it. If you think that, then you have a scrambled brain. Too many drugs. Too many drugs in your brain. The point is that, why am I having so much impact? And why isn't Trump's team having impact? Why are people making these colossal mistakes every day? What the fuck are these people doing? Pardon my French. Family friendly. I got to keep it family friendly during family friendly. Why can Alex Jones control a news cycle? Why can Alex Jones be the number 1 story of the day for the whole week? Right? Pushing his narrative. I mean, sit. So here's my question for you. It's not rhetorical. I want to hear your answer. Okay, stay. Why can't, if Trump went on to NBC, would he be winning as much as Alex Jones is winning? True story. I don't want to hear your fake answer. I don't want to hear a cheerleader answer. I want to hear honest, critical self-evaluation. If Trump had a special with Megyn Kelly, would he be owning Megyn Kelly the way Alex Jones is? Go ahead. I want to hear a real answer. I want to hear your stupid answer. I don't want to hear your cheerleading answer. I don't want to hear your fantasy answer. When has Trump owned the news cycle since he's been elected? Before the election, Trump did great. Since Trump has been elected, when has he dictated the terms of the fight on the battle? People are saying Trump would own Kelly like Alex has. Well, okay, if that's true, give me 1 news cycle Trump has driven since he's been president. Go ahead. On his back foot the entire time. For 6 months, fire Flynn, Russia, Kushner, independent counsel. The whole 6 months. So yeah, people coming at me, oh, you just don't understand, Cernovich. Oh, I do understand. I understand all too well. Maybe you need to actually think. Maybe you need to actually pay attention to the world and not just be a sycophant, because a yes man is a detriment. I think that lady tried to give me a dirty look. Hillary Clinton, obviously supporter. A lot of haters. A lot of fans, a lot of haters too. Just nasty. Making nasty comments. So jealous of my influence. It's disgusting. It's like that every day. But yeah, point is, if you want to argue with me, you got to bring facts. And if you can't tell me a news cycle Trump has driven, and he could be driving them. The A1 brothers, Don Jr. is killing it. Don Jr., you know, a week or two ago, I don't know what got into him, but as of like 2 weeks ago, so Don Jr.'s been running shit. Don Jr. is. They should have been doing that the whole time, though. They should have been doing that 6 months ago. So God bless Don Jr. He's, you know, on the field now playing and playing to win. So all props. All props to Don Jr. You know, should have done it 6 months ago, but I'm glad he's here now and he's hitting it hard. That's how everybody's got to be playing. Kelly and Conway's got to be like that every day. Trump's got to have 5-10 people on Twitter. The A1 brothers needs to be a bigger story. That needs to blow up. The Daily Caller's been breaking that. A1 brothers, bigger story. Political violence, Antifa. We told Trump talk about Antifa. So we, not Trump, get it straight. I'm pro-Trump, but Trump's never going to take credit for what I accomplish, okay, and what we accomplish. So again, the shills and sycophants go away. Bernie Sanders disavowed a supporter. So for those of you who have been paying attention for longer than 5 minutes in your life, name the last time in history that a Democrat has had to disavow. Here, I'm going to sit down here in the shade. Tell me the last time a Democrat has had to disavow violence by one of his supporters. Go ahead, I'll wait for you. So Bernie Sanders had to disavow that park shooter, that park murderer. So go ahead and tell me when that has ever happened. Zero, right? Who made that happen? Who made Bernie Sanders disavow? Who is tying the worst of the left to the mainstream Democrat Party? Who got Kathy Griffin fired? Who got Reza Aslan fired? Who's actually taking these scalps? Right? Is President Trump taking these scalps? Is President Trump's media team taking these scalps? Steve Bannon taking these scalps? Who in Trump land is taking scalps like that? That's my question. You guys did. I didn't do it. You guys did, right? That's the whole point. That's the whole point. I didn't do anything. We did it together. If it were just me, if you weren't sending emails, if you weren't getting on the calls, if you weren't showing up to their events, I would have nothing. I'd just be some guy ranting at his iPhone all day. They'd come to me for, they'd be coming for me. So we did. Independent, and that wasn't anything about Trump or Trump's media team. So you got to just have a little empathy for the devil here, a little empathy for me, and realize that we get up every day, the tip of the spear, and we push the needle. And then we watch Trump's team fail in every way. You got to just realize how frustrating that is for us to watch our country be destroyed by the globalists and the rot inside Trump's media team and his social media team, just the incompetence. Okay, a good example too. Jim Acosta, who saw that video I did on fake news Jim Acosta? Okay? Question for you. Go to my pinned tweet and watch that video. Right? Who made that video? Who made that video where Jim Acosta lied about President Trump? Jim Acosta claimed Trump didn't visit the congressman in the hospital, right? And so I'm doing. Why didn't Trump call that out? Right? Why didn't Trump call that out? Fake news. When you have a member of the White House press corps committing fake news, that should be all over Trump's Twitter. Trump says, say, Jim Acosta caught spreading fake news, refuses to apologize, refuses to issue a retraction. Why is he doing that? See? That's obvious. That isn't even A-level tip. That is, I don't even share my A-level tips because people can barely understand what I'm doing on the surface level, right? People can't even understand what I'm doing at a surface level, so that isn't even an A-level tip. So Jim Acosta commits journalistic fraud and spreads fake news about Trump. Why didn't Trump tweet that out? Why didn't Trump tweet, Jim Acosta caught spreading fake news, will he apologize? Right? Because nobody, right? Why? Why not? When the New York Times lied and was caught lying about the political rhetoric, right? The official New York Times editorial board spread fake news by claiming that Sarah Palin was responsible for a shooting in Arizona when she wasn't. Why didn't Trump tweet that out? Why wasn't he saying? So think about it. What we got in the span of 2 days, we caught CNN's White House correspondent, and we caught the New York Times editorial board spreading fake news. So I would like to know why Trump's comms team isn't pushing those stories. Why isn't Trump tweeting that out? Right? My God, the incompetence. And those are softballs. That isn't even me teaching my black belt tricks. That's not even a blue belt trick. That's just like, hey, it's your first day of class. Oh, hey, it's your first day of class. Hey, by the way, these people who lie about you and hate you, we caught them lying. So defend. Right? That's how incompetent the media team is, that they can't even do white belt fighting. That's first day of practice, bros. That's first day. Hey, we caught people who lie about you every day, lying about you. Again, checkmate. Oh, but you don't have the killer instinct. And this is ultimately what it comes down to. It comes down to, do you have a killer instinct or not? Do you have that passion to win? Do you have that burning fire? Do you have that savage inside you? And Sean Spicer doesn't have a killer instinct at all. Does anybody, Hope Hicks does. I don't know what the hell they're doing with Hope. Hope Hicks is amazing. And so the comms team, somebody's doing something with her. I don't know what the hell happened there, but Hope Hicks. So what happened was, during the campaign, Hope Hicks was pretty much the entire comms team. And that's why during the campaign, Trump's media game was on point. Trump's media game since inauguration has been a complete and total disgrace. An F. There's nothing redeeming about the media team since the inauguration. And meanwhile, people like me, Alex, a few others, we're playing A-level. We're playing A-plus level game. But we need everybody in. That's the whole point. Anyway, today I'll be guest hosting the 4th hour, the Alex Jones Show. Infowars.com is where I'll be on today. Noon Pacific time. So 3 p.m. Eastern time. So noon Pacific time, I'll be doing the guest host. Alex, he still wants me to do a 5-day-a-week show. He wants me to come on full time. He wants me to do a lot of, I'm not going to leak it, but we had a big talk yesterday, and, so I'm going to go have a meeting with him in Austin in 2 weeks. A big meeting to kind of talk about the future of media and how we can completely transform the media world in a way not seen since Fox News. I mean, the level I think at and play at is, we want to move the needle the way Fox News has. And we have the talent, we have the passion, we have the commitment. So somebody says, we're mad Trump won't go after Clinton. Oh my God, it's like I laughed so hard Trump tweeted out, why will no one investigate the Clintons? I don't know, buddy. Last I checked, you're the President of the United States. That's like a weak tweet. That is a beta male tweet. Why won't anybody stand up for me? Who wrote that? Trump. I hope Trump didn't. If Trump wrote that, then they put some soy or something in his diet, because why won't anybody investigate the Clintons? Gee, buddy, you're the President of the United States. Buck stops with you. You can order an investigation, right? Like you can order an investigation, dude. So So I don't know why you're going on Twitter like a beta male asking why people won't white knight for you. Why won't people white knight for me? Yeah, bro, welcome to life. Welcome to life. You stand up for yourself. That's life. People are trying to kill him. People are trying to kill the country. People are trying to kill his supporters. Why does Trump care more about... I mean, let's be real here. Let's be real. Real talk. If you're a sycophant, you better leave now. You're going to call me fake base in a minute. So if you're a sycophant, leave this Periscope right now because I'm about to trigger the F out of you. Okay, so how long has violence against Trump supporters been happening? Right, where Trump, if you wear a Trump hat, you could be assaulted. Yesterday, a Black Lives Matter activist shot at a truck that had a Make America Great sign. So how long has violence against Trump rallies been happening? Violence against Trump supporters. How long has that been happening for? How long has that been happening for? What, 18 months? So, violence against Trump supporters has been happening for 18 months. Yeah? Okay. So, here's a question for you to answer. Has Trump paid more attention on his Twitter and talked more about violence against his supporters or about Alec Baldwin making fun of him on Saturday Night Live? So pop quiz, I'm just asking questions. Has Trump paid more attention to the physical violence that his supporters have suffered, or has he paid more attention to what they're saying about him on Saturday Night Live? Go ahead, Has Trump tweeted more about Alec Baldwin making fun of him, or more about the violence that his supporters have suffered at the hands of the Antifa, the left-wing terrorist groups, right? So, I don't know, what are we going to infer from that? So we have all this violence, here, sit. We have all this violence going on against Trump supporters, and I don't see Trump talking about that. I see Trump talk a lot about Alec Baldwin, though, making fun of him on Saturday Night Live. Even though I ridicule and humiliate Alec Baldwin, I have Alec Baldwin so triggered, right? Angry Alec. I have Alec. Hey, do this! You really want to challenge me on this? Let's go. Yeah, so I triggered Alec Baldwin, and so that's the whole point. Why is it then that Trump cares more about what Alec Baldwin's saying than violence against Trump supporters? That is poor leadership, it's poor gentlemanship. That is, you got to care about the troops. You have to put the troops first. So that's just reality. People can cry about it and snip at it, but again, the facts, I'm a journalist, you got to remember. The facts are on my side, that if Alec Baldwin makes fun of Trump on Saturday Night Live, Trump is going to stay up and he's going to watch that. But that's why people go, why don't you wear a Trump hat? Why would I wear a Trump hat? If I got smashed in my head with a baseball bat for wearing a Trump hat, Trump's not going to care. Trump's not going to say anything. Trump's not going to have my back. So why would I ever wear Trump gear? You never see me. Why? What am I do? Get in a fight with somebody? For what? For a guy who won't have my back? So I'm going to wear a Trump hat in public, knowing that I might get into a fight, for a guy who won't even say anything about it. Sorry, bro. That's why you never see me wearing a Trump hat. Fine, I wore one early in the campaign, and then I saw, wait a minute, I'm going to get in a fight over this shit. And Trump doesn't care. But he cares about Alec Baldwin making fun of him. Oh, boy. Jeff Sessions cares about medical marijuana. Yeah, that's a real priority. That's a real priority. Medical marijuana, sure. We have Antifa. We have terrorism against Trump supporters. We can't give a speech on a college campus without riots. Jeff Sessions, the Attorney General, though, hey, you're smoking medical marijuana. That's a priority. So I don't feel any support from Trump, right? Can't wear a hat. Can't wear a hat. He don't care. You get it, so I don't fly any of that stuff. You kidding me? You'll never see me in a MAGA hat or a MAGA shirt. And I can stand up for myself, right? Boxing, MMA, judo, sambo, 6 foot, 210, in shape. So even if you took a swing at me while I'm wearing a MAGA hat, I'm not even defenseless, right? But their women have been attacked and stuff. So for me, I'm like, why am I going to get in a fight to wear a hat by a guy who cares more about Alec Baldwin making fun of him than he cares about his own supporters? And so that's just the reality. You know, I gave Trump the benefit of the doubt on this issue, and I gave Jeff Sessions the benefit of the doubt. All I'm seeing from them is Trump crying about Alec Baldwin made fun of you. Oh, that's so sad. You got made fun of. Welcome to every day of my life. People make fun of me. Oh, Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin's made fun of me too, and I humiliated him. So Alec Baldwin made fun of me, and I humiliated him, and he blocked me on Twitter. So Alec Baldwin doesn't make fun of me anymore. But I got more planned for Alec Baldwin. We're going to, I'm not going to tell you what that is. But when actual violence is happening against Trump supporters, nada, dude. Nothing. Nothing from him. No tweets like the violence must stop. Jeff Sessions, hey man, we got people smoking wacky tobacco. That's why the movement is moving on from Trump in many ways, and I've warned these people. The people I talk to and strategize about the movement, we don't talk about Trump anymore. This is just a fact. Go call me fake-based, go cry. I don't care. The people that I talk to about the future of America, we don't even talk about Trump anymore. We talk about, hey, so what are we going to do? It's always, what are we going to do to advance the movement? We talk about the movement. We don't talk, because Trump's been in office for 6 months, playing defense, crying about Alec Baldwin. Oh, Saturday Night Live's being mean to him. Big whoop. Great. Thanks, Trump. Thanks for having our back, bro. Thanks for speaking out against the violence your supporters suffer. Thanks for ordering your attorney general to investigate Antifa. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it, bro. No, medical marijuana and Alec Baldwin and what Saturday Night Live making fun of you. Those are the priorities. So, yeah, the people I talk to, we don't, we talk about the movement independent of Trump. So, people who have no life are going to blindly follow Trump. In my life, I look for a win-win. And there has to be something other people bring, and that includes, of course, President Trump. If President Trump wants people really fighting for him, he's got to change his mindset right away. You're getting made fun of by Alec Baldwin Saturday Night Live. Get over it, bro. Not a big deal. Oh, no, you're getting made fun of. Get over it, bro. Nobody cares. I don't care. It sounds petty and trivial. Oh, no, they're making fun of you on TV. You're President of the United States. Get the fuck over it. Meanwhile, your supporters in the streets are getting attacked. But you don't care about that? That's something to be mad about. You want to get mad? You want to be mad? Why don't you be mad about your supporters being violently attacked? Right? So that's the reality. So that's the whole thing. That's why I tell people. People call me fake-based, cry about me. I don't care. I have things outside of this. Right? I got things, so much going on I can't even keep track. And everything I do is independent of Trump. So the reality is, hey Julius, come here. Come here. So the reality is that here's what we need from him. Here's what we need from him. I'll just tell you what we need from him. I need to hear something about violence against Trump supporters. So I don't care that Alec Baldwin was making fun of him. Right? I don't care. I don't ever want to see Trump talking about how Alec Baldwin's making fun of him. I don't care. That's such a frivolous white wine, first world problem. So I don't ever want to hear that again because I just don't care at all. And I need to hear something about the violence against his supporters. And if I don't hear that, hey man, fine with me. Nobody has to do anything they don't want to do in life. And that includes me. Thanks for tuning in, Mike Cernovich. Today I'll be hosting Infowars.com at noon to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. People got to get their mind right, dude. That includes Trump.